What it is, what it do to gang. We back with another one. We got the Paxon students. They did a walkout. They trying to do a little protest. So we about to see what this is about. We hit the news. Let's go. The Paxon students. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Dozens of students at one Duval County high school marched out of class today, protesting the newly passed parental rights and education bill that limits what can be taught in schools when it comes to gender identity and sexual orientation. News4Jax reporter Joe McLean was there as all this
So the students understand the bill, they know what's going on. That's like surprising, y'all, that they doing this, but
unfolded and joins us live from Paxon School for Advanced Studies. Joe?
The protest, the walkout demonstration, it lasted about 15 minutes. It was peaceful. It was done under the supervision of administrators. And with their parents' permission, we spoke to some of the students who helped stage it. They said it was incredibly important that they, as students, speak out. Dozens of Paxon students walked out of their school building Wednesday holding signs, sporting rainbow gear, and chanting, "What is today about?"
It's a protest about the Don't Say Gay bill that has recently been passed in Florida, and we think that it should not have been passed.
The new parental rights and education law signed by the governor on Monday bans any teaching of gender identity and sexual orientation in grades K through 3rd, as well as any other context deemed inappropriate. Many supporters of the legislation have accused opponents of twisting the law's text or of not understanding it. This News4Jax viewer responding on social media saying, "I guarantee they have no idea what is in the bill." Another writing, "Might want to head out there and see if they really know why they're protesting. I bet you the majority have zero clue." But the students I talked with say there's no confusion.
Further making the stigma even worse, because it shouldn't be a bad word. It should be something that everybody accepts, and we should all accept people for who they are. And everybody in the LGBT community should be heard and should be included. And the Don't Say Gay bill kind of excludes people.
And what is the message you're hoping to send?
The message we are trying to send is that we shouldn't be silenced as a part of the LGBTQ community, and that young children should be able to understand and have knowledge of what being gay is.
Today's rally followed mass walkouts across the state of Florida earlier this year over the same legislation. Legal experts say the law will likely be challenged.
if y'all understand what's going on, it's about the kids. So if y'all wouldn't mind teachers teaching about the hymns and the hers and doing all that with kids, if y'all are against it, y'all probably against the bill. With the bill, y'all against it. But let me know how y'all feel down below. Do y'all agree with them? Like they shouldn't be teaching kids about that shit under 3rd grade? I kind of agree. Under 3rd grade is too early. I mean, if you don't grow up in no household with that going on, then I guess you really shouldn't have to know about that shit. SpongeBob ain't teaching you that shit, and it shouldn't. And no cartoon on Nick Jr. should teach you that shit. That's just how I personally feel. Like, sex is that's too early. I don't want no kid to be thinking about sex that early. To be honest with you, period. Y'all pushing that shit on it, that's just being aggressive, sexually aggressive on kids. Kind of being a little pedophilish to me. That's just me. But here we go. Molestilia. Got a little molestilia going on. Yeah, because none of them should be talking about sex. I wouldn't want to be in the classroom talking to none of them about sex. Like, what the fuck? Teacher feel comfortable doing some shit like that to somebody else's child. Like, come on. I don't want her asking me, well, what is a such and such? Like, nah, I wouldn't even want to tell my own child that shit. Like, let alone somebody else's child. Like, that's... What we gonna get back to the stork? The stork deliver the baby in the windows and shit. Like we came a long way, ain't it? There we go.
In court, but in the meantime, it's set to take effect on July 1st. I did reach out to the House and Senate sponsors of this bill that it's now become law. I did not get a response by this broadcast.